Hello, children. Here I am back with my Diversity in Living Organism part 5th. Although I have explained this particular part to you in my very first slide, but as according to NCERT, it consists of two activities, so I am explaining it again. This part is 7.6 nomenclature from page number 96. Now, what nomenclature is? So, basically, nomenclature is a system of scientific naming or way of naming which was introduced by Carlos Linnaeus. This was already explained to you. Now, why the need is there? So, basically, it is unique to identify in the world. Itself, it is unique to be identified with a particular name, with a particular designation. So, if we talk about nomenclature or naming, so we have binomial nomenclature in which bi means two, nominal means name, and nomenclature means system of naming. That means two name system of naming. Coming to the introduction and the history. Now, biologists from all over the world follow a unique set of principles of naming for each and every organism, which is followed worldwide, everywhere in each and every country, whether that is Russia, India, America. That particular scientific name will be common for each and everyone. Although their common name can vary, like if we talk about so peacock तो हिंदी में मोर कहते हैं, in Bengali मयूर, in Marathi मोर. So like that, no, that regional names are given, even country wise names are given. They are common names, but a scientific name itself will be the exact name which will be followed worldwide. Okay, now there are two international codes which are agreed upon by the biologists over the entire world, and that is known as the naming protocol. These two set of codes are ICBN and ICZN. ICBN is for International Code of Botanical Nomenclature, which deals with the nomenclature of plants, and International Code of Zoological Nature ICZN, which deals with the nomenclature of animals. So these ICBN and ICZN helps us to classify organism on the basis of their botanical and zoological pattern, like on the basis of photosynthesis and on the basis of holozoic mode of nutrition. Now, these codes make sure that each and every organism gets its specific name, which is globally valid and which helps that particular organism to be identified globally. Now, the name follows certain conventions. Each scientific name has two parts, that is generic name and specific epithet. Now, coming to rules of binomial nomenclature. Now, all the scientific names of the organism are usually Latin, that is, they are derived from Latin language, and hence they are written in italic form. There exist two parts of name. The first word identifies the genus, and the second one identifies the species. When the names are written, handwritten, they are underlined or italicized if typed. This is done to specify its Latin origin. That means जब आप उन्हें हाथ से लिखोगे अपनी फेयर कॉपी में या एग्जाम कॉपी में, तो you will have to underline that particular scientific name. And when we are typing it or when we are giving in a typed form in a PPT form, then it is italicized. That means उसको italic form में लिखा जाता है, जिससे पता चलता है कि वो Latin origin का है. Next rule, the name of the genus starts with a capital letter and the name of the species starts with a small letter. Genus हमेशा उसका first alphabet capital रहेगा और species का हमेशा first alphabet small रहेगा. Like Panthera tigris, टाइगर का नाम है, तो पैंथरा में P capital रहेगा, टाइग्रिस का पूरा की पूरा TIGRIS small रहेगा. Now, there are certain drawbacks of binomial nomenclature. The very first says that if two or more names are currently used, then according to the law of priority, जो correct name रहता है वो हमेशा one correct name को use करा जाता है और उसके synonyms को valid नहीं माना जाता है. Like अगर हम दो या दो से ज़्यादा नाम यूज़ कर रहे हैं, तो अकॉर्डिंग टू द लॉ ऑफ प्रायोरिटी जो करेक्ट नेम रहता है उसको पहले यूज़ करा जाएगा और बाकी के जो रहेंगे उनको सिनोनिम्स या साइनोनिम्स बोल के एंड अप करा जाएगा. नेक्स्ट, द स्टेबिलिटी इन द नेमिंग. अब नेमिंग को स्टेबिलिटी प्रोवाइड करने के लिए उसके क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ ऑर्गेनिज्म को करने पे ध्यान देना बहुत ज़रूरी है. अगर ऑर्गेनिज्म का क्लासिफिकेशन ठीक से नहीं होगा तो नेमिंग की स्टेबिलिटी नहीं हो सकती. एंड ऑल्सो जो नेम्स यूज़ करे जाते हैं प्रायर, वो सिस्टम नेचुरल के अकॉर्डिंग रिकग्निशन नहीं मिला उन्हें जो लीनियस ने दिया था, तो ये एक सबसे बड़ा उसका ड्रॉबैक था. Now coming to scientific names. Now activity 7.3 from our NCERT says that find out the names of the following animals and plants in as many languages as you can. Now that is your own work to be done, which we can say that is your homework. Like for example, if we take the example of peacock, the peacock, more, mora, manju, mayur, mora, then mania. In Manipuri, it is known as Wahong. In Tamil and Malayalam, it is known as Mayil. In Telugu, it is known as Nimali. Like that. These are the names which are given to peacock. And similarly to potato. So in Hindi and Bengali and Odia, it is known as Alu. Malayalam and Tamil, it is known as Ullu Zukkilu. Then Telugu, it is known as Ulu Gandha. And Gujarati, Pat Papeta. In Marathi, batata. These are the few common names which are used. Similarly, for tiger, ant, neem, and lotus is also there. That is your homework to be done by you. You need to write the names. It can be asked in the exam or whatever. Next, coming to activity 7.4. Now, 7.4 says that find out the scientific names of any 5 common animal and plants. Now, 5 common names of animals and plants: tiger, dog, cat, wheat, mango, and potato are. Now, tiger is known as Panthera tigris, dog Canis familiaris, cat Felis domesticus, wheat Triticum aestivum, mango Mangifera indica, potato Selenum tuberosum. Now you can have a look. The genus first alphabet is capital and species first alphabet is small. I have written them in a type form, so it is written in italic, but when you will be writing in your fair copy, then it will be underlined. Over here, our chapter gets completed. I hope that you might have understood the chapter. I know terminologies are typical, but as you will read the name again and again, as you'll recall these things, that will become more easier for you. Here I am ending my chapter and taking your leave till I come with my next chapter of chemistry. Till then, take care, stay safe, listen to your parents. Good night. Bye bye.